What's up, everybody? We are back. It's Wednesday, and I'm doing the other New Balance and Composure single. There's a video for it now. It actually came out like a week ago. I can't believe I missed it. But there's a new video for the New Balance and Composure. I loved the last one. I love both of these songs. I've listened to them both multiple times. So on the one hand, I will have a little bit more to say about the lyrics than I often do. On the other hand, this isn't exactly a first listen, but I haven't watched the video yet, so we'll watch that together. I do have my coffee. Got a lot of comments on my Daft Punk video about how much time I spent looking at my coffee, but the video itself was, it was good, but it wasn't that engaging. A couple things before we get started. I'm not a professional. Please don't expect me to be a professional. I might spend a lot of time looking at my coffee mug. And don't be a dick. I try really hard to be thoughtful and respectful when I do these. Whether or not I like the song, I try to at least find something that I can say about it that's positive. And I'd like it if we could keep that energy in the comments as well. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is Last to Know by Balance and Composure.
I'm late, please do forgive. Everybody's asking
All right. So I really like the song. The video I enjoy. I think it's a cool video. I don't entirely know what the story is that they're trying to tell. I mean, it's a girl. It appears like she's running away from maybe the apocalypse, maybe fires. Hard to say. There seems to be like meteor strikes happening and fires and, you know, different outfits, different locations. So listen, I was not an art major. All right. I can often do a decent job of figuring out what the story is that they're trying to tell, but not always. It was an evocative video. I like the way it was shot. I really like that film grain. I like the way they were overlaying. It reminded me of, this is a deep, deep cut. There was a video by a band called The Chariot back in 2005 or something. That was like it was a stage show, but it was done with like paper puppets on sticks. And so you have this overlay, also Paper Mario, right? You have the background, and then you have this overlay of like physical objects on top of it. And that's kind of what the video reminded me of. Musically, nothing at all like that. The Chariot is a very heavy band, for those of you who are unfamiliar. That's a long song, and I'm not going to go in and break down lyrics line by line, but I will mention a couple of the lyrics that stuck out to me the first time I heard it, because sometimes songs are telling a story. Sometimes they are more mood pieces, right, where you're getting different snippets of different thoughts that come throughout the song. And for me, because this is something that I have, encountered in my own life, the line of I was always too quick to forgive, because deep down I believed that I deserved all this. It's a self-esteem thing, right? It's a confidence thing. A lot of people, myself included, are willing to stay in bad relationships, stay in bad situations, jobs. Relationships can be with your family, they can be with romantic people, they can be with friends, they can be with people that you want to be your friends. A lot of people put up with a lot of stuff they shouldn't put up with in relationships because they feel like they need to in order to earn the attention of the person that they're trying to be around. And you got to be careful. I try not to be too radical to one side or the other when talking about these sorts of things, because a lot of people will say, well, I'm just going to do me, and if other people don't like it, then that's too bad because I'm going to look out for myself. That's not healthy either, right? Because people need people, and it's good to not be an asshole. Like, it's good to have a strong sense of conviction about who you are, and to have a strong sense of self-worth, right? I am valuable. I am important. I am a special person for this thing, that thing. If you believe in God, right? I am a special person because God created me, and so I don't need anything else to justify it, right? If not, I am just as special as these other people because we're all just sort of here randomly, and so nobody's life is really worth more than anybody else's. We just all kind of exist together, right? So you want to have that sense of self-worth. I am valuable just for being myself, right? There are things that I have to offer that other people would be lucky to get to experience. But at the same time, you have to be careful not to flip that into, I am the most important. I am more important than these other people. They're not worth my time, right? You get into sour grapes that way. Oh, these people don't like me. Well, that's just because they don't understand, right? And sometimes that's true. I'm not going to say that it's not. Sometimes it is true that people don't understand what it is about you or me or themselves that makes them valuable or makes them interesting or special, right? And so you do have some of those conflicts. You want to find a middle ground where I'm valuable because I'm human. You're valuable because you're human. We can exist on this same level without me having to feel like I have to take it, right? Some people dish it out, some people take it, and I have to take it because I'm not as good as this person that I want to be around, right? She, he, they are too attractive, smart, wealthy, cool, connected, famous, right? You know, these people, I don't deserve their time, so I have to put up with whatever they want to do to me. I mentioned a couple times, you know, keep me, I think it's keep me like a secret. I know that's in a song. I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, you want to keep me as your secret, right? Again, I don't know what exactly message that they're trying to communicate, but I can say that there are relationships where one party doesn't want to tell people around that they're dating. Now, maybe it's because they're ashamed of who they're with, in which case that's not a healthy relationship. Sometimes it's for good reasons, right? Like maybe their parents are really racist, and so, you know, it wouldn't be healthy. But sometimes it's just keeping their options open, right? I'm dating you, but I'm keeping my eyes open in case somebody better comes along, and I don't want to ruin my chances of finding somebody better. So I'm not going to tell them about you. It's not a healthy place to be. And the way you get into those sorts of relationships is by having a flawed self-worth, right? You think that it's okay because I'm just lucky to be around them. And, you know, I wish that they would tell their friends about me, but, you know, it's worth it, right? Because I get to be with this beautiful person or this really smart, charming, whatever, right? Looks aren't everything. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. And it's not going to last, right? Those kind of relationships, if you are the person who's on the string, you tend to stay on the string. You tend to not get bumped up from the bench to starting, right? I really love this song. I think it's really beautiful. It's very, very balanced in composure, right? It's everything that I expect. It's actually longer than a lot of songs, but it gives me that same sort of atmospheric moodiness, right? You get the drums and guitars. The guitars are just a little bit fuzzy. They're not really woozy, but there's still a little bit of just maybe a chorus, right? Just a touch. And the vocals are really great. I've always liked his voice a lot. I've rambled a little bit on this one, gone a little bit long, but I really like this song. And, you know, I think there's some valuable stuff in these lyrics to discuss. So hopefully, if you've watched this far, you got something out of it. If not, you know, it's all right. What did I say? I'm not a professional, right? I don't script this stuff. I just write off the dome. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And be good to each other.